Hello, everyone, and welcome. We are surrounded by pageantry and tradition, and it's clear to see that college football will be at its best today. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Illinois Fighting Illini offense will have the ball first. And there he is, a man who makes an entire stadium hold its breath every time he touches the ball, Jesse.
This defense better have a lot of breath in this game, too, because he gets better as the game goes on. He's the kind of guy, David, who can wear a defense down.
And he is the primary focus. That's what this defense is focused and keyed in on. We got to stop him if we're going to have success today.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Unloads it left. Pulls it in. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling there out to the 35. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
Now that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Getting some heat. Moves away as he feels pressure. The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him.
And that is your job. The O-line has to protect the quarterback. That's the most important position on the field. You got to make sure you keep him upright. You got to do a better job.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Using his feet to buy time. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Quick pass on the fly motion. He's in open space downfield. He's off to the races. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
This defense really needs to be careful. They have to play with great eye discipline, understanding where the football is at all times. Moving forward, they have got to know if this guy has the ball because he is dangerous in space.
Inside the 15. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
The offense making a statement early in this game. They're going to open the entire playbook, and they're going to show this defense so many different looks and try to keep them on their heels. I love that play call. You could see the defense wasn't sure what was going on.
Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Fighting off the defender. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Running back goes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Gets it inside the 10, picks up a yard. They'll mark it at the 9.
He's tackled at the 9-yard line. Third down coming up.
This is a tough one. A 3rd and long from this part of the field. They can, though, pick up the first down. Takes the easy completion. They throw it in reverse as that's the final play here in the first period. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. And it's right down the boulevard. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
Well, this team knew coming into tonight's game they had to get momentum early, playing at home. They want to get the crowd into it, so you get a beautiful drive here to start this thing. You would have liked to cap it off with a touchdown, but listen, you set yourself up for a field goal, you knock it through the uprights, you've got the lead, everything right now looking good.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get that lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
The best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
The handoff as they run the counter play here. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field, and it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a first down. Softened them up with a run, now to throw. Finds the tight end. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes in offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Really need to find a productive play this time on 2nd and long. They'll try the run. Oh, what a move to get room. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking down the middle. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Illini. Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land. Now that's the way to bail out the rest of the team. Start with bad field position, put together a drive anyway.
And very confident. You could see the quarterback just had a bit of a swagger, Reese. He was like, look, all right, we're starting deep in our own end. Special teams didn't help us out, but we can fix that right now, fellas. And they went out and looked so good on that last drive.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. LSU is currently ahead in this one in Death Valley, but it's been a close one so far. They're up by 4 over Missouri. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. It's complete on the right side. Makes the stop at the 29-yard line, but not before he gets 15 on that play. They'll immediately call timeout.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
The give to the tailback. Cross the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Crosses the 10. All kinds of running room. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
I love this type of play because it looks like a jet sweep. The defense, they're a bit confused pre-snap. They don't know who has the ball, and all of a sudden, that guy with his speed is in the second level of the defense before the defense even knows what happened.
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. After getting nothing done on first down, 2nd and goal from the 6. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And it's a touchdown, puts 6 on the board.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. To a drive there of 84 yards. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Looking to go up top on first down. The quick out. Got room at the 35. Oh, look out. Running through contact. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. And guys, how much better does it feel if you go to that locker room with a lead? They have a chance to do it here. Coming after him. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. On 2nd down, wants to throw. Unleashes to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop up.
And the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Well, this offense is given a lesson right now on how to fight through adversity because 1st and 2nd down was ugly. But they come up with that huge completion to now set up a manageable 4th down opportunity to keep this drive alive.
Defense calls the timeout, trying to build up the nerves with this kicker. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Well, he won't have any problem with the distance, but the angle could be a different story from the left. Oh, the attempt is no good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
That's just a chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Line gets set, 1st down. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. With jet sweep pass. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A really raucous environment there in Orlando. And it's been said football is a game of inches, and guess what? Based on the comparison between 3rd down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen and panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most.
3rd quarter will get underway as soon as Illinois kicks it off. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Touch pass on the run. Runs through the tackle. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. Tried to pound it on 1st down, now back to the line. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. And he's running in the open. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
How many ways can I get it to my guys who can fly, who are playmakers, and let them make big plays? This is another one you've seen. Catch the football, flip it ahead really quickly, get it to a burner, going full speed across the formation. He gets the edge, makes the big play.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another 1st down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team. He's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Nothing but green ahead. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. After that huge play, right back at him on 1st and 10 from inside the 15. Here's the handoff. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. On the ground. And he burrows his way into the end zone. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead. Now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Illinois offense returns to the field. Wants to throw on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. He's back to throw on second down. Makes the grab down the middle. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Boy, could they use a conversion on third and short from their own 24. They'll try to get it through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Burr. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Wide open downfield. Got a lot of running room. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Illini. So they get that score that they so desperately needed, and now they've got a chance to pull this one out.
Defense has got to give them a chance. The defense needs to get the ball back to them quickly so they can march down the field and try and score and narrow the gap again. This offense, they have the playmakers to come back and win this football game. They're going to need some help from the defense.
PAT unit on the field. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. LSU is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the momentum may be turning. These Bayou Bengals have picked themselves up off the canvas before, and they're capable of it again today. They're trailing by 13 to Missouri. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. They finally make the stop at the big run. There's plenty to move those sticks for the first down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Jet motion. Inside the 45. The expressway is wide open. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. First down for this offense. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the defense in desperation mode, trying to hang on to give their team a chance. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of pay dirt.
And I think my thought process needs to be points are good. Because if I get a field goal here, that's fine. I take the lead by more than a field goal. They got to go the length of the field.
He bangs his way in for the score.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. So an 82-yard drive there. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Lost the defense, is wide open. There he goes down the right side. The 10. Give him 6 and give them a chance with the late touchdown still alive in this one.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point pulls them to within 3, 24-21. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters. And this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.